This is In Focus. My name is Steve Arhendt, and I am doing this because I am contractually bound. My guest this afternoon is the creator, Ben McCoy. I'd like to say it was a pleasure to have you on this show again, but that would be a half-truth. It is compelling that you're here because I'll get to ask you a few questions. First of all, you hit me with a steel chair, and I will never forget that. You tried to run a company that I love, a company that you made in good faith into the ground for your own purposes, in the name of building up your brand. I don't know what your reasons are, but they backfired on you spectacularly. And I warned you about Arhendt Xavier, straight up warned you about him. How do you respond to your fate as it has transpired over the last few months, Ben?
Well, first off, let's not get anything twisted here. You don't like me and I don't like you.
That's fair.
And that's fine. I'm sure you were relishing the moment that they were kicking the crap out of me in the middle of the ring, and that's fine too. You want reasoning. I mean, what do you want? Well, let me ask you this, Steve. Is there an answer that's good enough? If I sit here and tell you that I was desperate, would that be enough for you? If I sit here and tell you that I was scared, would that be enough for you? If I sat here and told you that I was worried about Father Time tapping me on the shoulder and my body breaking down on me and me realizing that this is all going to come to an end really freaking quick, would that be enough? Because I don't think there is an answer good enough for you or the people or anybody that's watching your show right now, Steve. I don't think there's a thing I can say that's going to make anything better or okay. And to be honest with you, I don't really feel like apologizing. I'm not happy about what happened to me. I'm not happy about the rapture. I'm not happy. I've had 6 weeks to sit home and think about every single thing I did wrong. And that, to a guy like me, is hell, because it's all I think about. You ever think about something 24/7? You've had tragedies in your life recently since you want to shoot from the hip, cowboy. Ate you up inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thought about it all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drove you crazy, right?
Indeed.
So yeah, do I hate what happened? What do I think of my fate? What is there to say? I earned it. I deserved it. I got what I deserved. Like, exactly what do you want? Go ahead. You can smile. That's fine.
It's good to hear you careening out of control like this, because that's what you've been doing for months now. And this is a byproduct of said situation. The problem is, you still think it's all about you. You still think it's all about what Ben does next, what Ben has had to go through. The truth is, Ben, it's not about you. It's about Frontline. It's about these letters in the middle of this ring. It's about all the people that gather around these buildings each and every show and bust their ass to put this show on and make it spectacular. It's about your daughter getting in this ring to protect you and being put in harm's way. So you answering the questions the way you did is half about what I expected, but it's not what you should have said. So maybe try it again.
Do I wear a white hat?
I don't care about your white hat.
Do I look like a white knight to you?
It's about accountability, Ben.
Yeah, without accountability, the next time you say my daughter's name, I'm going to break your fucking neck. How's that for accountability? So how about you watch what you say about my family? I don't talk about your dead mother, do I?
No, you don't.
So I think that you should watch where you're going with what you're talking about when it comes to families, because I got a lot more bullets in my gun for you than you do for me. Now, you want to know something? You're right. It's not all about me. It is about this. And that's what I did realize over the last 6 weeks, is that it is about the FP. I'm going to agree with you on that. As crazy as that sounds to you, you're right. Frontline first. That never changes. You're right. And did I let that change? You're right, I did. I absolutely did. I put myself in front of this company, and I never should have done that. But what do you want me to do, Steve? Rewind time? I can't. You think I'm happy with myself? I'm not. You think I'm happy that my daughter was drugged into this ring? You think that I'm happy about that? Because she wasn't drugged in by the Rapture, Steve. She was drugged in by me. My choices. What I did. And as a father, I would think you might know a little bit something about feeling like you failed your kid. There isn't a lot of people I have in my life that I truly love. And I tell you right now, that girl I would do anything for, Steve, because love isn't pretty, it's ugly. Love is nasty. Love is awful. You want to know what love is? Love is burying the bodies and not talking about it afterwards. Love is making sure that protection comes at all costs, no matter who it costs. That's love. And you don't got to agree with me, but that's how I love. That's who I am. At least I can accept who I am. And while you want to sit here and look for the next white knight of Frontline Pro, I'm sitting here telling you that I'm not a white knight.
How do you make it right, Ben? Moving forward, how do you make it right? You know what? Don't answer that, because I don't give a shit. We're done. Talk about my mother, and I'll pistol whip you. Understand? This is over.